what's up, everybody? I'm Bob Walters with Brett Grasso. It's Locked Up Sports. It is game number 5 for the New York Knicks and the Boston Celtics. The Knicks 1 win away from the Eastern Conference Finals and a date with the Indiana Pacers. Brett, what's up? How are you? Come and call from the car.
Doing good. From the car, at work, on the break. It's a special day. You know what? How many of these days have we had? Zero. The Knicks were on their way to going to an Eastern Conference Final. If they can just win 1 out of 3. Now we got a big one in Boston tonight, which I hope they close this out because it's going to be some pressure if they don't win tonight.
By the way, Brett, right before we went on, I'm sick and tired of hearing people talk about the going to the Eastern Conference Finals. And
I am.
The first thing he says is they're going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
No.
The Tatum injury.
We're 1 win. We got to win 1 out of 3.
1 win away. I think they lose tonight.
I am not. I hate people talking about this Knicks Pacers matchup and blah blah blah. I was like, we are not there yet.
Path to the championship.
I hear you.
Not even halfway there.
If the Knicks win 1 out of 3, they have completed one of the biggest upsets and most crazy comebacks in consecutive games, and will put themselves in a definite spot to compete to win the NBA title, which is just crazy.
Well, they're 1 win away from being one of 4 teams, right? They're 1 win away from the Final Four. So, it is what it is. So
they're 1 win away, and they were pretty close, depending on where they're going to take home court. They're going to be home court if they went that way.
They will have home court. Absolutely.
If it wasn't OKC, because I thought it was going to be Denver winning of last night at one point, it was going to be home court for the finals too. So this would have ran all the way through.
It's pretty
OKC's
crazy.
The only person who's got on top of them in terms of seeds.
And I was saying it's crazy because in the NBA, usually, right at the beginning of the season, you could reasonably pick out 5 teams that have a chance to win the title. The Knicks would not have been one of them. The Pacers would not have been one of them. The Cavs would not have been one of them. And all these teams were in it. Obviously the Cavs out last night, but the Knicks now. I hate to say it. I don't think they will win the championship, and it's such a long way away. They're not even halfway there yet, Brett. They need one more win, and then they're halfway there.
I hate that we ended up sort of talking about where they're going at this point, because I literally don't feel great about the series. I feel great about the series. I don't feel like this is over. The Knicks, I hope they ride the momentum and they go into tonight's game and they just do what they've done on the road, which is they've been winning games on the road. I don't know. This offense is very good still without Tatum. And some of these guys, and Derek White and Pritchard off the bench, and obviously Jalen Brown, they're going to now have a lot more opportunities than they had. Tatum takes a lot of opportunities and a lot of shots. So these guys are hot. They're good shooters. And let me tell you, if they hit their threes, the Knicks are still going to be in big trouble.
Yeah, and listen, and I don't want any asterisks or anything about the injury. The injury is terrible, they were winning that game. They were winning that game either way, and they beat him 2 other times with him. So, and he was the high scorer in that game. But I mean, the injury is terrible. I mean, that's a 2-year thing now. That's a career altering, a franchise altering for the Celtics injury.
Franchise has changed. Like right now, this Celtics franchise
is completely different next year.
Aspirations for a championship this year, and possibly maybe 2 out of the next 4.
The dynasty's over. The dynasty talk is over.
No, people don't understand how devastating that was to that, and the window that it opens up for this Knicks team, and not just now, because even if the Knicks won that game, if they still had Tatum and he played like he was, I don't even know if the Knicks win another game in that series.
I think if the Celtics, if the Tatum goes down and the Celtics somehow won that game, the Knicks lose the series. Yeah, that game was the whole thing.
I think if the Knicks still hold on to win that game and Tatum doesn't go down, I don't know if the Knicks win this series still. And I know that's they just got to win 1 out of 3. And yeah, they probably would have gutted 1 out. But I don't think they were just going to go win one of those games easily. So I let me tell you this: I still don't feel like I'm moving myself on to the next round. The Knicks need to win this game tonight. They don't need to flip momentum and come on back to the Garden. As much as that'll be nice on a Friday night to win it at home, and we can shut down 7th Avenue again. We can do it all. That was some pretty insane stuff we saw the other night.
Yeah. Let's
just get it over with. We need rest. We need to get it over with. You need rest.
Do you think the Celtics come out tonight and it's win 1 for Tatum and they play real well and they win? Or do you think it's the Celtics come out tonight and it's like all hope is lost and the Knicks just blow them out of the gym?
I think the Knicks are going to really come out not missing shots like they were in the past. And I think that the Celtics, I don't think they have that. They look like they're hanging their heads low. They don't look like they're all excited to go try and, pull off some big comeback. They look like they're just defeated.
Yeah, but we didn't see the Celtics after the injury yet, really. You saw him for 2 minutes. The game was over when the Knicks were up like 7 anyway.
You're right.
They blew right past him. And what about Brunson? Is this an all-time playoff run? I mean, is he like... He's now approaching where he's putting up numbers like Jordan and Kobe. Now, let's not compare him to them. But like this playoff run now is it's insane.
It's the clutch time stuff, which we all know, because honestly, I would like to see some more, early Brunson and some more of that stuff where if he was on early in some of these games, look at the numbers he would have put up. These are all third and fourth quarter numbers.
No, all
these
third.
aren't even first.
All fourth quarter.
If you stack up just saying all-time second halves, this is one of the all-time great second halves any player's ever had in a series. Like, it's so insane how clutch he is. And, it still wouldn't have been enough. It wasn't for Mikal Bridges coming
and
all the way
max
back
effort, too.
up.
He's got to be max effort. He's not like pretty like Jordan or Kobe. He's like juking. He's trying. The defenders stay with him. He turns around. He gets some crazy shot off, fading away from the basket.
He has to.
And it goes in. Because he's not big. He's,
Without that footwork, he would never be getting those shots off versus the Celtics. Last year, he was having trouble getting shots off like that, or even in the regular season this year, when he would go inside versus them. You see that one move where he's underneath and they have him? Derek White's got him covered, and he just puts that push off to the right and shoots a little bucket from the right, and you're just like, that little change of direction is the only reason he was getting that shot off. Like, they're defending them so well, and he's still putting in the buckets. And now he's learning to find and trust other guys. Guys have established themselves as guys who are going to make the shots in the clutch. And Mikal Bridges, obviously. But
where was this all year with Mikal Bridges? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing all year?
Listen, what I've learned in this world is I don't care what you did for me yesterday at all anymore. I care what you do for me right now and what you're going to do for me tomorrow. And something clicks in guys saying that I know where my role is. I know when it's my time now. I feel like he had such a hard time finding that spot. He got a little bit of it when Brunson was down, which was nice. But then Brunson came back. You got to reestablish your role in this team. And his role was, here, they're going to throw me a ball in the corner 5 or 6 times. And the problem was he kept missing it all year. So the problem was he wasn't getting the extra reps because he kept missing, not even that bad, but a good chunk where we expected him to come through. And all of a sudden he realized, who am I? I'm clutch. I'm a guy in the fourth quarter you can rely on. When the pressure's on the most, that's when you want a guy like this. And that's what you need, man. I don't care what happened in the regular season. That's over.
Is he the best Knicks point guard since Walt Clyde?
Yeah, right.
What about Marbury? What about Marbury?
Bob, we'll put it this way. Yes, because if you ended it right now, he has better postseason careers than them at all. Like, it's not even close. If you ended now, and we're looking at what's the beginning of him, this could be 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah, he's been on the team 5 years. He's been out of college a while, right? He's got to be 20. How old is he?
No, it is, but I'm saying that you can build around him. Like, it doesn't mean it's going to be like this. You're going to get 2 or 3
Well, you just said 8 years. You just said 8 years.
No, on the team as a captain, as the man, you surround him with other guys that guys want to come play with. He's not going to be this guy. This guy's going to last for 3-4 years.
Yeah, 3 years. He's 28. He's 28.
Yes, that's 3-4 years, but he will still be a good basketball player. That he has those other skills. He's not good because he's big, Bob. He's not good because he knows how to get his spots. He knows how to get open. Yeah, I mean, barring injury, he wants to be a Knick. He's about to cement his legacy as a Knick, and he's going to then just be able to ride this wave of they already love me and trust me. And God forbid he wins a championship. That's a totally different. We can get into that
obviously.
realm. Don't even get into that realm. But I'm just saying, just what he's done already. People are already satisfied. This winning this series satisfies another year. How many times have we had multiple years in a row where you're satisfied with what the Knicks did?
No, it's been a quarter century, 25 years since they've done anything like this.
Right, and as an underdog,
we were
this versus Boston.
We were sophomores in high school, Brett. We were sophomores in high school when he was born.
That is so crazy.
Right? How crazy is that? How old is that? Like, we're old.
Because let me tell you, when I see Josh Hart and I see them, they don't seem younger.
Brunson's like my age. I feel like I'm Brunson's age. We're 20. We're like 15 years older than he is.
We're not even close.
We're 15 years older than Brunson.
Don't even get me started on Victor Wembanyama and
Because
what
now
age
it gets to the point where like, but now we're old. We're like, I feel like I'm 25. Like you still feel like you see yourself as 25, but you're not. You're 20 years older. We're 20 years older.
No, you don't. You don't think it. And around the people you talk to around you also age. So you're like, oh, we all look good, right?
Yeah, we're looking good. We're
fine.
We're dirty
not
old
even
men.
Close. So that's why, which is also why I don't trust these older athletes and especially basketball players. Let me tell you. They can all say it can be great, and LeBron is a freak show. He's the only one who I trust. These other guys, they will break down, and you watch the Kevin Durant's and everybody else. The breakdown is so significant and so quick, and the fall off when your shot is off by a quarter inch is so significant in basketball that, let me tell you, it is a young man's game. I don't care. People are going to be clamoring for Giannis,
and he plays.
And
Thibodeau runs his guys into the ground. He plays them 40 minutes every night.
Yes, which is a big benefit to the Knicks right now because they're the only team in the NBA who's ready for this excess minutes to play.
Or are they tired? Or does it tire them out and run them into the ground? You can look at it that way too. You can look at it that way.
I know, but I see it as everybody else is now getting exhausted in these late game scenarios. Like, what do you think that Tatum stuff doesn't have something to do with? They never had this workload for the Celtics.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true. That might be true. I don't know. I don't know. Does something like that can show? Is it just a freak accident?
He wasn't playing back-to-back games where he had to go full-on sprinting at the end of a game and have it be significant.
Yeah, but You're a nurse. You would know better. Is that just a freak thing that just you turn the wrong way and it snaps?
I had this conversation.
Or was it snapping, and then it just...
I've had this conversation now with multiple different people, including, it's funny, my physical therapist, doctors at work, other nurses.
Is it an old rubber band, or is it just you pulled it too far?
Listen, it's not that it's old. Yes, it's because of it's old, yes, but that's not the reason why, because he's young. His stuff is not young. It's at peak. His Achilles is at peak. He's not at 22, 28, same difference for that. What the problem is, every day he's running and all the stuff, it's built up late in the season, long games, putting in a workload like he hasn't had to do for 4 quarters. His calf is so tight, it has no give. So the calf is so tight, it's got nowhere to give you. If your calf is like this, if your calf is like this, when that rubber band and your Achilles bends, it moves with it. When your calf is like this, it doesn't move. And the Achilles snaps.
But is my Achilles like a rubber band that has a couple holes in that area? And if I pull it too quick, it's going to snap? No, it's not. Just so
it's got flex to it. But the problem is your calf has got flex over here because it's not too tight. Because and your Achilles has flex, so they both have flex. If you make it where you've just worked every game so tight, now your calf is like this. You see cramp. You watch guys cramp at the end of a game.
So it's pulled tight. And then they pull it a little bit more and it rips it.
And then you had the wrong move, and it ripped instead of like a rubber band.
It looks so painful. It looks so painful.
My thing is, this is what I truly believe. This could be so wrong, and any doctor out there or orthopedic surgeon or anybody, please tell me I'm wrong. I believe if it didn't happen in that moment, it's not like it's about to happen tomorrow. That was my question.
Was it bound to happen?
I believe no. I believe that it doesn't happen at all. And how horrible is that for an athlete to know that?
Horrible. And it looks like it hurts. It looks like it hurts so bad, Brett. Like you can hear anybody that does it, you can hear them screaming over the crowd, screaming in pain.
It does. And I don't know how true it is. I'm sure some guys who had partial tears that's not the case.
No, when it snaps like that, they scream. You can hear them screaming.
But when it's fully intact, I truly believe that it's not something that was inevitable. And I think it's something that was never going to happen. It
was like a sudden accident, a freak,
like a sudden... you stepped at the wrong time when your calf is so tight and your Achilles is so tight.
And he'll never be the same. He'll never be the same.
They never are.
First he'll be 2 years older. He'll be 2 years older.
He could still be great, but he'll never be the great he could have been.
It's so bad. It's like it's terrible.
And as sad as it is, it is a big break for the Knicks because I believe that at any point that Tatum we saw right before that,
he scored 42 points that night.
If that guy showed up for the next 3 games, the Knicks lose the next 3 games.
So now, is it important for the Knicks to close out tonight? Because you got Indiana sitting there waiting, right? You got they won, they clinched last night, they closed that thing out 5 rather easily against Cleveland. They're sitting there waiting. Do you want to close? I mean, you obviously want to close out tonight, but is it important?
It's important to get the rest so you get to game plan for the Pacers. But it's not important for them. Are they going to win or lose the series? I think they can lose tonight, still win the series in Game 6. but I think it makes a huge difference on how hard it is for them to win and how much, it makes it a lot easier for them to win the next series if they win it tonight. So I
Do you
do
put
think
any
it's very
stock in last year's thing? Even though the Knicks all they fell apart in Game 7, they all got hurt. But that series went 7 with the Knicks full strength, right? They just fell apart in Game 7, so it went 7. It was going 7 either way.
Everybody else thinks that the Cavs would have been the tougher matchup. I wish the Knicks got the Cavs. I think the Cavs were weak. I think the Pacers are scary because of last year's matchup. I think the Knicks are it's not the same team, you have to realize, too. There's not those same pieces. Mikal Bridges has no idea about that. Cat has no idea about that. The other guys who do know about that, that's all fine. But and Mitchell Robinson was barely even part of that series. So it's a different team playing. But yes, that worries me because they've gotten the Knicks number. And the
fact that it's the Pacers just adds a little more to the 90s.
They're now going to match up Reggie Miller in the announcer's booth, and I hate it. And it's going to turn into a Spike Lee, Reggie. You know what?
Maybe not. It might. I think Reggie Miller's all right.
No, I'm all fine with that. I'm just
they got all over Reggie Miller.
I don't mind Reggie. But how did this turn into now we're talking about moving ahead in the beginning and the end? When all I said is I didn't want to talk about moving ahead in the series. Now, the beginning of the show, is us talking about the next round.
You started it. Before we came on, you're like, we're not talking about the Pacers.
I know. Sick of it. I know.
Listen.
Like we're counting the money. We got to win. This is a big deal for us. This is history we're watching.
I think they lose. I think they lose tonight.
But they win this series, it's history, and it's important. I think they see the moment, and I think this Knicks team, this might be, let me tell you, if there's a chance for a Knicks to blow out a game, tonight's the only chance. It's not going to happen, and maybe Game 7, but tonight, I think there's
I can see them blowing out Game 6.
I know that, but I'm saying that I think there's if forever to win a game, I'm talking away in Boston, you would never pick the Knicks to go win by 10. I think for some reason they're going to come out in a different state of mind.
That game the other night was not as close as you think it was. They won by 8 points, and it should have been more if they didn't rain threes at the end. The Celtics hit a couple threes to keep it respectable. That was an 8-point game. Could have been 15.
100%. I think they're going to come out defeated. I know we haven't seen it yet. I think that's what we're going to see, and I think the Knicks actually for the first time go into the half with a lead, and I think it's all over for the Celtics there.
Now, and just to not look ahead, but like when you're talking championship and stuff, let's be real here. First of all, Oklahoma City had more 30-point wins than the Knicks had wins total. So let's pump the brakes a little bit on winning championships. OKC, they're up 3-2. They're gonna win that series. One game at a time. Right, get to the. You're not even halfway there. And they've already. And I'm already doing it. I catch myself doing it.
They might listen. They're one game away. They might be playing a 7-game series, and you don't know if they're going to win or lose. But if they have to play a hard-fought,
they should have lost last night. If they
go into the Western Conference Finals and have to play a tough series there, it changes everything. So you don't know. And again, we went through this last time, and I'm not going to say look what I said. But you know what? If there's another injury on the other end, things could change again for this series.
I didn't look for it yet, but you called for the Achilles tear, right? Did you say Achilles tear? You called for an Achilles tear? I think you did too. I got to find it. But you called for Achilles tear for Randall. And the Knicks winning in 6. And the Knicks winning in 6.
That is some crazy stuff, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And it serves you right for not putting money on it.
But you don't. No, yeah.
You could have made $100 you were going to put on. You could have made like 1,000.
No, I know. I caught that money line in 2 games, so I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah, I hit the money line last game.
Yeah, but I'd like to see where this goes. But again, the West has to settle itself out first, so you don't even know where that's going to go. And tough fought series, and one guy getting injured. This is the biggest opportunity and the first time you've ever seen a window, and this window may not last long for the Knicks. So you have to take opportunities. You never know. It is so hard to get back to where they are now.
Oh, I think everybody knows that. It's been 25 years, right? Everybody knows this doesn't come around very often. When Knicks fans know one thing, it doesn't come around very often.
And that's why they come out tonight. This window's open. Here we go. This is what we've been waiting for. Let's shut down 7th Avenue a few more times this year. Let's get something coming down the Canyon of Heroes. We've been dying. That would be a parade, a summer parade in New York. Crap.
Oh, yeah. It's great. Yeah, but you're right, because the baseball ones are like October, late October, November.
Football's misery. Football's misery.
Yeah, I don't even know if we. Yeah, it's terrible. You're right.
This is going to be off the chain. It's different.
Now, are we gonna go? The tickets for Game 6, 1,200. We're looking at and for the Eastern Conference Finals, you're looking at 1,200, 1,500. I don't think I'm willing to pay that. You're looking at $3,000 to $5,000 for the NBA Finals. Well, are we gonna go do one day at the watch outside by the paddleball court?
No, you're missing it. We're going away, Bob. We're going away.
Oh, we're gonna take a trip. I can take a trip. I can do that.
We're going away.
I'm back full duty
We don't
tonight,
know
so I can do
where yet.
mutuals. I can get myself a couple days off.
It has to work itself out. We're going to see where it is. We got to work. But
yeah, but the middle of nowhere, more middle of nowhere, it is like Minnesota or something like that. That's more in our price range.
Yes to the watch party. The price range sometimes worked out real well. You can get in there for like $500.
Yeah, you're not getting. You know what I think we do? One of the road games in the Garden for $10.
That's not a bit. I like that.
It's $10.
I think that's a good time.
That's more a price range. We're civil servants.
The standing there for us. We're too old now to be standing.
Yeah. I mean, and it looks like it gets out of hand, and I don't think it's as many people as it looks like either. I think they make it look like more people. I think it's like 150 people.
Are they Times Square in the situation where you can't?
No, they do it. They do it
at the watch party.
They do it across the street, right outside Penn Station.
They selling booze.
Yeah, you could go. There's the bars right there. I mean, I don't think it's a big event where it's like the cops are stopping people from drinking. I don't think it's like that. It's not like New Year's Eve, Brett. Because if it was, they'd have it at Times Square. It's 150 people. I think it's 150 people.
No, they had issues at the end of the last game. So now the police had you know how it gets.
Because they shut down 7th Avenue. But you got to expect 7th Avenue gets shut down sometimes for Knicks and Rangers games anyway when it comes out. Everybody's you got 20,000 people walking out. Most of them go into the Penn Station though. So
they have to embrace it. Like they need to help shut down these areas. Is what they need to.
Yeah, it's hard to shut down 7th Avenue. It's the Midtown Manhattan. But the good thing is it's 11 o'clock at night usually. You do a Saturday afternoon game, and you're screwed. You're 4 o'clock.
I'm done with those. 4 o'clock games. Can we please play night games for these games?
And it's the Knicks. Like it's New York. Like you want to put New York in prime time, right? Prime time.
Last game.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
No.
And the Knicks didn't come up. They didn't show up. So that's it. So tonight. Game number 5. Can the Knicks close it out? I got the Celtics tonight. I'm picking the Celtics. What you got?
No, I'm taking the Knicks, and I'm taking alternate point spread plus over 10.
Yeah, no, I got the Celtics money line all day. I think they do the win for Tatum. Now I got the Knicks all day. Get this thing's over in 6. They come back home. It's a party. It's a garden party on Friday night. Knicks win that. They win it in 6. They go on to the conference finals, and we'll see.
That sounds fun. Sounds fun too.
We also got Mets Yankees. Soto to return to Soto. Mets best record in baseball.
Well,
here's the game last night.
Here's the question. So Friday night, if I offered you Mets Yankees on the dugout, you going? Instead of
Friday night? Yeah. If you offer me Mets Yankees on the dugout, yeah, I'm going.
Yeah. Instead of watching the Knicks game? Instead of watching the Knicks game?
Yeah. Because to be honest with you.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious right now?
Instead of watching the Knicks game on the dugout, Soto on the dugout, Mets Yankees, Soto return to Soto, I'm going. You offer me upper deck in the outfield or in the bleachers, I'm not going.
Where? So where's the limit? I want to know where the seat is.
I want to be in the infield in the first two levels.
There's one seat like where you're on the left you don't go, and there's a seat on the right where you do go.
Yeah. No, it's a level. It's if you get me something in that middle level, which is almost better, which is just as good as on the dugout. Will you get me the lower level in the infield? Yeah, I'm gonna go to that because you know what? To be real, out of the 4 teams, the Knicks are my 4th team.
The seat's gonna be selling pretty cheap because of the Knicks.
It's not gonna be cheap. You think it's gonna be? It's a $1,200 face value, Brett. Yeah, please do get me. I hope you do get me.
No, for the Mets Yankees.
It's a $1,200 on the dugout. Is it $1,200 at the legend seat?
I'm getting you mid-level. I'm getting you a mid-level seat. You will have a seat in your
$200. It's at least $200.
I got you.
Good.
You're not watching the Knicks. Go watch
Give me a seat. I'm going. I'm going to watch it. I'm going. I don't care.
I'll be at the watch.
I got a phone, Brett. It's not like I don't have phones now. Well, mine's always dead. I can never.
This guy, all right, just so we're all clear, this guy's got the Celtics money line tonight and is taking a ticket to go watch the Mets Yankees instead of game 6.
Return to Soto.
Let's get that all.
Best record in baseball.
Bob.
I'm somebody who, and I hate that. I'm not like, I love the Subway Series. Mets Yankees. I hate, at this point, I'm done with the Subway Series.
Something, Brandon Tierney was posed this question.
Yeah, I heard him. And he dumped him. He dumped it. He's going to the Knicks. He's watching the Knicks.
Of course.
But he's a bigger Knicks fan. I think I'm a bigger Mets fan than Knicks, but don't get me wrong. It's obviously a bigger game, a bigger event. It's not game 7. It's the second round, Brad. It's the second round.
There's 2 more There's 2 more Mets Yankees games.
Yeah, but I'm not going to either one of them. I don't go to any of them. We have season tickets to the Mets, and we don't have Mets Yankees.
I'm buying you a ticket. It's at the stadium.
Right, listen, good. Send me. Tell them my name at the will call, and I'll be there to get it.
Let me look it up first. You can't watch the.
It's at least $200. It's at least $200.
I can get you now.
All right, good. You good? Please do. I appreciate it. I appreciate the ticket. I really do. Appreciate the
I
gesture.
will.
So the
I'll
Knicks
think
Knicks
about
tonight, game 5. I got the Celtics tonight. I don't think the Knicks are gonna win. Don't paint me as a Celtics fan or nothing. Brunson, let's see what he can do. Can he add to the lore of the Captain Clutch, which is the perfect nickname for him? And that's it. So from the Brian Gunzel Studios and from Brett's car, I'm Bob Walters. He's Brett Grasso. Enjoy the games tonight, everybody. See ya.